Alright. Okay. Black women being single. I don't think I don't think that it has anything seriously to do with, they're at fault. I think a lot of it has to do with how sex has been watered down to a certain extent. In the 50s, you went to high school. You found the female you liked in high school, 11th grade. 12th grade, y'all was prom queens. Boom, y'all got married, and y'all died together. And niggas, that was it. You didn't get divorced. It's just what it is. Sooner or later, more as you go down the line, sex becomes something it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So it gets to the point where to have sex with somebody, it's not really a big deal to do it. And everybody wants to try new things. So you got guys who just want to just whore out as much as they possibly can, and women too on both sides. So even if they were in a relationship that was going towards marriage, something in a trust issue area messed the whole thing up, because trust is the foundation on either side, period. Black, white, men, women. Someone either cheated, someone either that. If I could call you right now and be like, some cheating stories, and you would tell me 100% of the people know some cheating stories. It's just sex is nothing. It's just something we do for pleasure. We're really one of the only two species on this earth, if not the only species on this earth, who has sex just to have sex, for the feeling. Everybody else, the reason why you do it is for procreation. That is the reason. And when it comes down to it, a lot of the hip-hop stuff has stuff to do to it too. A lot of people say that, everybody wants to be what they see on TV, but that comes to a certain age. I think that's more adolescence. And if a person is acting like that after they're grown, they're stuck in their adolescence. If you want to be these rappers who talk about selling drugs and killing people and all this type of stuff to the point where it affects with your regular life, then you're a child. Straight up. Just like a kid who looks at Spider-Man and runs around in Spider-Man underoos talking about I got you with the web, you can't move. This is what it is. And when you try to talk intelligent to a lot of black people on both sides, that they can't even hold a conversation long enough to keep the interest of somebody who wants to do anything like marriage or some substance. They can't. What are you going to talk about? The three things you're going to talk about when you talk to a dude and he calls you, and he going to be like, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. Oh, girl, you look good. Yeah, thank you. I sop you up with a biscuit. Oh, I like your lips. I like your eyes. I like your ass. I like this. And that's it. Then it's like, when we going to chill? There was no conversation of any substance at all. If you end up messing with this person just because you like the way that he looks, and then he turns out not to be, what you thought he was going to stand up to you in your head, then you didn't even really, really get anything, you didn't find out what y'all had in common. It's just that y'all look like y'all match sexually what you like, and bam, you did it hoping that something would happen. And that goes on both ends. Because niggas go after girls because they got fat asses or nice lips, whatever they're into. It's more to it than that. When you talk to a person, you got to figure out, are they have the same views that you have? You know what I mean? A lot of things that turn you off about a lot of people because they're not ambitious, or they don't want to do anything. They're just complacent in where they're at. They're just stupid. Or I come from the hood, and I talk to people in the way I'm talking to you right now, and they say, "Oh, you talk white." But my thing is this: if you can't articulate yourself in a certain way, how are you ever going to get a job that's going to have it to where you can even sustain a wife? How are you going to talk to a hiring manager at a government job or wherever you're going? How are you going to talk to them? You don't even know how to hold a conversation without using slang or cuss words. Yeah, I cuss a lot, but if I'm at an interview, I know how to speak. When I go back to Norfolk, Virginia, I know how to talk to them too. When I'm in D.C., I know how to talk to niggas in D.C. I know how to handle my situation no matter where I'm at. Period. You speak to some guys, only thing they know is trendy shit and what's in. and what's fashion, the next concert, and sex, smoking weed, and that's it. And that's a problem on both sides. It's not just one thing. Where people are getting mixed up at is that the quality of what's out there to talk to sucks. Straight up. Women and men. Straight up, it just sucks. And people are like, I'm not dealing with that shit. And people are choosing, I'll do bad all by my damn self. Straight up. And like my mama said, everything glitter ain't gold. And I'm not in the business of trying to keep somebody that don't want to be kept. You gotta live your life, go after your ambitious goals, and if you end up getting with somebody who you want to be with, then you go from there. But you can't force that onto anybody else. That's why I understand what your friend was saying on the phone. If you can't force something onto somebody, they can play the role for a certain period of time, but the true colors always come out. Always. Then you're in a 2-year marriage and your cousin and shit is knocked up by your husband. It's stupid. He wants to do what he wants to do at that time. I think maybe we should just push back the age of getting married. Maybe you shouldn't think about getting married till this age. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just going off the things that I've been through myself and talking to women. And then a lot of people don't deal with their own issues first. You got to deal with your shit. Because if you don't know what you want, how the fuck am me as a black man going to know what the hell you want? Think about it. So how am I going to find what you want if you don't know what you want? Know what you want. And then the list thing. Let's get to the list. Oh my God. The list where, people have these outrageous lists. You make 60 grand. He has to make 120 grand. He has to be 6 feet. He has to handle all of his business as a man and then somehow be still trendy. Tattoos all over him. What the fuck women are into right now. Tattoos all over him. He has to be trendy in every single way and where all the shit you have to do. And plus he has to take care of all of his business, which will probably take up most of his time. A lot of the cats who really are into what they need to do and move forward, they're not trendy enough to even talk to a black chick. That's just what it is. And I know them. They can't even talk to a black chick. They look at him like, oh, you came out here in some Dockers, backspace, dude, on some Kevin Hart shit, get out of here. I'm not even paying attention to you. Because you're not even what I like to look at. They don't even match. You look at him as a Poindexter, you look at him as a lame or whatever you want to call him. But you rather talk to a dude who is trendy and everything that you like about what, your thing, all the trends that you like. Would you really expect him to be 100% into his work when he's putting 100% into his power into looking a certain way? No, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Straight up. That's really the main thing I got to say about that. If you add this, that's cool. If you don't, it is what it is. At Smiggity Inc. Twitter, that's SMIGGIDYINC. Put the at in front of it. You find me on Twitter. That's just how I feel. This is from a strong black man who's ambitious himself, and that's how I feel about it. Y'all have a nice day.